whatever time you're watching this, I'm just gonna hit you with the grand rising, cause grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. How you doing? Today, y'all, we're gonna do a real talk, and I have been looking questions for this video, but unfortunately, I had to search high and low to find questions, and so I ended up stumbling across some girls on TikTok, and I picked out some questions that I personally enjoyed the most. Also, side note, I am sorry I look dead. I'm sorry I look dead. I just woke up not too long ago, and I kind of impulsively decided to do this video, and I'm super excited I decided to do this video because I've been lacking on YouTube. I'm also trying to get me a new camera, which I should be getting very soon. And if you see me constantly looking over here, it's because my iPad is over here with the questions as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. The first question says, how do you learn to start loving yourself more? The first thing I want to say when it comes to loving yourself, a nice way you can learn yourself more. I mean, not learn yourself, but hold on, wait. Why y'all ain't tell me my lips was not lipping? Not lipping. Not lipping. Pause. Alright, my bad. Alright, so like I said, the first question says, how do you start loving yourself more? The first thing you can do is learn to date yourself. When I say date yourself, I mean take yourself out. Go buy things that you like. Doing more self-care than you might normally do. Treating yourself with the utmost luxury. Things like that improve your relationship with... My lash falling off. Please be so for real. Be so for real. Be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real. Obvious. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Y'all, I'm back. I don't know what the lash was doing, but the lash was not lashing. But as I was saying, loving yourself more also goes into account of taking care of yourself. And it also improves your relationship with other people. But being in a state where you are loving yourself more means you're gonna have to pay more attention to yourself mentally. You're gonna look inward. You're gonna work on your spiritual health. So some main things you can do off the dome, I'm gonna say, is waking up a little bit earlier, taking out some time to meditate, going to the gym, journaling is a big one. Saying your affirmations, using manifestations, improving your spiritual health. Look inward. I also encourage a lot of people to get the shadow work journal, because that book is life-changing. But that's also another side note. Those are lots of ways you can build yourself up off rip. If you're also still struggling with your self-love journey and your guide to loving yourself, I have a roadmap journal called The Tangled Mind, which will be coming out the first day of the new year at 12 a.m. Please be on the lookout, because those journals are selling out fast. So what I would mostly say for loving yourself is taking care of yourself and dating yourself and working on your mental health. And it really starts inward. It really starts inward, because you can be okay as you want to be. You can love your features. You can love who you are on the outside, but the inside is what really, 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 really matters. Just like they say, the eyes are windows to the soul. They really, really are. So you can be walking around high and proud saying, this is what it is, this is what it is, but it's not. It's really not. Look inward and seek therapy if you can. If you can't, just do some of the things that I listed below. But if you also want an entire video on that, I would love to give you that. I'm here. The second question says, is it cute to be delusional? No, no, it is not cute to be delusional, and I'm going to tell you why. Every day I get on social media, when I get on social media, it's always some woman, some guy making a video, and you got all these people in the comments like, oh yeah, that was me the other day, like, oh yeah, like, he tried to block me, I texted him off like 5 different Instagrams, and I'm like, no, being delusional is not okay. It's really not cute. It's not cute at all. I find it to be disgusting. I'm just go ahead and keep it 100. I feel like it's disgusting as hell. And why I feel like it's disgusting, I think it's very corny. Why are you clowning yourself at someone else's expense? Because usually when you're being delusional, you know that this person does not care about you. You know that this person more than likely wants nothing to do with you, and you're still trying to put forth that effort that they don't want. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like you're being a clown. Why are you being a clown? Why are you doing that to yourself? And then what y'all do is y'all make a video about it. Y'all got other people agreeing with y'all. Y'all got people thinking this is okay. Having kids thinking this is okay. This is not okay. Please stop doing it. Please stop. No. Don't be delusional. I repeat, do not be delusional. And y'all got videos about being delusional is the solution. No. Especially about no man or woman. Please. Oh my gosh. Please, if you're gonna be delusional, do not be delusional about nobody else, all right? Like, I respect you if you don't be delusional, but I'm not gonna respect you if you're delusional about a person that don't care about you. Please stop. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Have more self-respect for yourself, please. All right, now from a more realistic perspective, I don't think you should be delusional. I think you should be around people who support your dreams, your goals, your affirmations, and things that you really, really want out of life. I don't think that is cute at all. I don't think being toxic is cute at all. I don't think those things are beneficial for you as a person. And if you're around someone who's always having you in that on guard, being defensive type energy, those are not the type of people that you want to be around. Being around people that make you feel safe and secure and loved and supported are the type of people that you want around. This could be as far as friends, family, and etc. So no, I don't think it's cute to be delusional, but I have been delusional before, so don't get it twisted. I've definitely been delusional, but you know, I lived and I learned, and I know that was the route that I should have went. I knew in my head that I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing as far as being delusional, but I kept being delusional because that's all that I saw. You know what I'm saying? That's all I saw. All I saw was people being delusional. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is the Salulu. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the Salulu. It was not the Salulu. I repeat, it was 100% not the Salulu. Don't be delusional. Have more self-respect for yourself. I repeat, have more self-respect for yourself. I don't think it is cute at all, and I don't think I ever will. And that's coming from somebody who was delusional, y'all. This is coming from somebody who literally lived that life. Like, I literally was in y'all shoes being delusional about a person who didn't care about me. 100% didn't care about me. But anyways. The third question says, how to be content with being single. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. Being content with being single when you're first getting out of a relationship is very hard. Because when you're in a relationship, you're like, oh, I wake up with this person. This is like your whole day. It doesn't revolve around this person, but this person is included in majority of your day. So when you're single, you have a lot more alone time than you didn't have before. You know, a lot more time to be in your own solitude, a lot more time to be alone with your thoughts, and so on and so forth. So what I will 100% say is being content with being single is not an easy journey, because I'm one of those people who is not content with being single, and I will have a person, and it only made me worse inside. Being content with being single, it takes time, because like I said, you do have a moment in time where you was just with this person, you know what I'm saying, they were included in multiple parts of your day, and now this person is no longer a part of your day. So just reiterating back what I said, you're more alone than you were before, and it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone, but it's not okay to feel alone. You don't want to feel alone, because feeling alone leads to depression. So you have to be able to enjoy your own company. Because a lot of people who are single because they don't enjoy being who they are. They literally don't enjoy being who they are. They don't enjoy being alone with their own thoughts, or they just simply don't know how to be alone with their thoughts. And the best thing you can do is get to know yourself. A lot of us are walking around zombies, don't know who we are, expressing people that we probably picked up, a lot of mental illness, so on and so forth. I'm not gonna say we, a lot of people just don't know who they are, because y'all have been like, girl, who the fuck is we? So a lot of people definitely don't know who they are. So one thing I would say to improve that is just taking it day by day. Don't constantly hit that person up. Don't try to work things out. You know, the best thing you can do is to focus on yourself and pick up some new hobbies, pick up some new activities, do things that you don't normally do, and just live in a way to where you can be comfortable being alone. That's what you want. You want to be comfortable being alone. You want to be comfortable being by yourself, because when you're in a relationship, you're not as comfortable doing that because the other person is always there. So you have to get comfortable and get used to the fact of living for you, by you, only you. So that's one major way I can say you can be content with being single. Another way you can be content with being single is do not like videos of people in relationships. I know. Social media really fondles with a lot of our heads if you want the truth. It really does. So if a relationship, some people in a relationship pop up on your page and you like it, they're gonna be in your algorithm. So you're gonna only see that, and it's gonna make you feel bad. So if you just pick not interested in seeing those type of videos will pop up less, and like more videos of people expressing being alone, or being by themselves, or taking trips by themselves, and so on and so forth. So being content with being single has a lot to do with how you're gonna move from this point forward. And even if you just didn't get out of a relationship and you're trying to be content with being single, stay away from social media couples. Like, that's not what you want to see. You want to fill your brain with things that you do want to see, like people going out by themselves, people taking solo trips, people taking solo dates, and so on and so forth. So social media definitely does fondle with your head. So another thing I would say is opening up your feed to more solo things. Another way you can be content with being single is like I said, picking up hobbies. That's gonna be your best friend. Learning a new skill, that's gonna be your best friend. Keeping your mind off of it until you can get comfortable with the fact that this is who you are. You're not in a relationship no more. A relationship doesn't define you. You are an individual. Pick up some hobbies. Do some stuff you ain't never done before. Jump off a cliff. And not like literally jump off a cliff, but do something adventurous. Step out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone makes you grow as a person. Keep that in mind. I did not think I was gonna spend as much time as I did on that question. Next question says, how can I be more in tune with my own feminine energy? I picked this question because it kind of hit home to me, because I'm kind of a tomboy at heart, but I'm learning to not be a tomboy. I'm learning. Not there yet. I'm learning. How can I be more in tune with my own feminine energy? I figured that out too. I'm just playing. Presentation is definitely number one. Presentation. You can be more in tune with your feminine energy by presenting yourself as more feminine. And if that is not your thing, I have other things on my personal list. Please keep in mind, this is my personal opinion. Everybody's opinion is not going to be mine. Please keep that in mind. These are my questions, my answers on my channel. All right. Just had to throw that out there, because I know how y'all like to get down. But anyways, one way is definitely presentation. When I was more so in my tomboy era, you don't necessarily have to do lashes and lip gloss and like bold earrings or so on and so forth. You can dress as modest as you want if that helps you personally. Presentation, how you present yourself, how you talk to people. If you always in somebody's face talking to them like you 6'5", 310 pounds, that's how you're gonna be looked at. If you always walking around how you got the biggest chip on your shoulder and you carrying a Glock 9 with the beam, that's how you're gonna be looked at. So presentation definitely 100% matters. A woman who is not in tune with her her feminine energy, sometimes it's a hurt woman. That's just what it is. You notice that women who are more in tune with themselves and love themselves and started their self-love journey have stepped into their soft girl era. And they really opened up the door and knocked down the brick wall for their feminine energy. When they did that, a woman in her masculine energy all the time, that is not a healthy woman. Inside, mentally. No. I will, no, 100% not. So looking inward, that's gonna be my main thing. You're gonna keep hearing me say that. Look inward. Heal your inner child, your inner teenager, your inner young adult. Heal them. I repeat, heal them. They need to be spoken to. They need a hug. They need the love and affection that you're getting now, or that you never got. So you want to express that love to all of those people, because those are once people that you lived through and grown from. Keep that in mind. So being more in tune, like I said, presentation, looking inward. And it's more so individual thing. It's more so individual thing. If you are seriously serious about being like more in tune, what the fuck? About being more in tune with your feminine energy, another thing you definitely can do is hanging around people with like-minded mindsets. Being around people who inspire you to want to be in that soft girl area, because it's not, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. That's coming from somebody who's still struggling to do this to this day. And something I could say is hanging around people who are into that soft girl life. But in order for me to get to the point where I'm entering that, where I'm breaking down that door and so on and so forth, is I have a healthy partner, I have a healthy relationship, and in doing so and having that support that I once never had, it's opening doors for me that were never allowed for me to even touch. I couldn't even touch a feminine energy door because I was always having to be masculine. I was always having to be the one, you know what I'm saying, with a chip on my shoulder for no apparent reason. And now I don't have to do that. So having people around you who support you, having healthy relationships makes a difference. Please keep that in mind. Another question: how do I not text him back so I can heal? Don't. Just don't. Literally. Don't. What Bryson Tiller said? Don't. Don't. The fuck? I'm so sick of this damn fly. Like he wants to be the star of the show so bad. Like literally, y'all, he wants to be the star of the show so bad. Are you done? Okay, he's done. But how do I not text him back? Don't. I know that's easier said than done, but literally just don't. Put your mind on something that will benefit you later. Focus on school more. Go to the gym, work out. Every time you think you want to text him back, go do something. Go do something productive. Go learn a new skill and see how far along you got in the skill before you actually want to text this man. Go get fluent in another language. Go build a website. Go make an app. Anything. When I say go do anything besides that, do anything besides that. I know it's easier said than done. I was there. I screwed up a lot of times. I was like, I ain't gonna text him. I ain't gonna text him. I ain't gonna hit him up. 5 minutes later, I'm gonna block him. What if he responded to me? Let me just unblock him to see what he said. You know what he said? Nothing. You know how many times he responded to me? After I blocked him? None. After I blocked him? How many times did he try to contact me? None. That man did not give a fuck about me. Matter of fact, those men did not give a fuck about me. So the easiest thing you can do to not text him back, don't. Just don't. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because you know if you text this person back, you're gonna be back in a never-ending loop, and you're gonna be going loop-de-loop and pull and get somebody looking good. Like you're gonna be stuck in the. It's gonna be you, and then you're gonna get out, and then you're gonna text him, and you're gonna be back in them. And that's how people end up in those relationships with those people that they should let go over 10, 15 years ago. Just don't. Literally, don't. You want to be the star of the show so bad. Like, stop. Like, you want to be the star of the show so bad. Like, I'm so sick of this fly. It's the same fly, though. You want to be the star of the show so bad. Please. Anyways, The question was, how can I improve my communication skills in a relationship? This is a good question. I wonder why I picked that one. One way you can communicate better or improve is listening to listen. Listening to listen and not listening to respond. A lot of people in arguments or disagreements or heated discussions, they listen, but they go in one ear and out the other. So they're listening to what you're saying, but they're not actually hearing you. So they're listening to give you a response so that they can retaliate so that you can retaliate. And that's not what you want. You literally don't want that. So one thing you can do to improve that is listening to understand and not listening to respond. Communicating how you feel when you feel that feeling. A lot of people like to hold things over another person's head, and they will literally have no idea that something's being held over their heads. And that's not fair to that person. Be so for real. Tell that person how you're feeling when you're feeling that, because that's 100% not fair to that person. For you to sit there and be like, oh, well, this stupid ass fly want the show again. But it's not fair to that person for you to hold something over their head and resent them later for it. So communicating how you feel when you feel that is 100% another way to improve your communication skills. Another way you can improve your communication skills in a relationship is explaining how you feel. Not explaining how you feel, because y'all obviously don't know how to do that. But explaining trauma, okay? Explaining trauma. That's a thing. Explaining your trauma. If you know your triggers, explaining your triggers. If somebody is willingly triggering you, that's not a person who loves you. It's not. Now, you can unintentionally trigger somebody, and y'all can work through it if y'all decide to pursue the relationship. But a person who's constantly triggering you, traumatizing you, like manipulating you, that is not a person who loves you. That is a person who wants to toy with you, and you are the puppet and they are the one pulling the strings. That is not the type of person that you want. It's just like, that's just 100% real. It's not the type of person you want around. Please delete, pass, like, do not pass, go directly to jail. Actually, go directly to jail. That's where you go. Directly to jail. You're going to jail. So one thing I would say, that's another thing I would say. Just those things can make a big difference. Those little things can literally make a big difference. Another question is, are you against plastic surgery? How do you feel about BBLs? I got a big face. I'm not against plastic surgery. If you want to go and get your body done, get your body done. If it makes you feel better about yourself, please, 100% by all means, go do what makes you happy. Just make sure you do lots and lots of research. Make sure you find a doctor who is skilled in people who look like you, and people who like, I'm not gonna say people who look like you as far as skin tone, people who look like you as far as body type. So you just want to make sure that if you're getting a skinny BBL, that this person has done a skinny BBL, if that's what you want. I am not against it at all if that's what you want to do. However, if you're going to some foreign country to get it done for a cheaper price, make sure you do research, because there are risks as far as doing that. I do not think people talk about that enough. There are lots of risks, but a BBL can literally make or break your, not BBL, but plastic surgery in general can elevate you. It's an investment for a lot of people. A lot of people who didn't have it, got it, and now they got money. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this is an investment. But is the investment really worth not being able to sit on your butt for like months? Like, dang. Would I personally get a BBL? No. If I'm skinny, I'm just meant to be skinny. That's just what it is. I'm not interested in getting it. I never had nothing just alarmingly say, oh, get it, because I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. When I was a kid, I used to think about getting it all the time, because like I was getting bullied into it, and it was like, oh, but you don't have this, you don't have what I have, and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. You know what I got? A healthy relationship. I put on a lot of weight. Healthy weight. Good weight. I'm straight in all places. You feel me? I'm there. I'm where I wanted to be. where I couldn't get. But I'm a gym girly and a yoga girly, so none of that was really my personal plan. None of that was my personal plan. But I don't have nothing against it. Just don't look like an ant, don't like a tooth. You know, when a lot of people, when they get them, their legs still be small. Like, I'm talking about big but the humps, and then their legs be like this, noodle looking and shit. And why would you, and so that's why I say do your research. Find out if the doctor has done multiple people who look like you, and be careful. You're taking a risk. I think there's women who have died getting this surgery done. So please just be careful, be safe, say a prayer if this is really what you want. One surgery that I don't think I would ever personally do is probably anything on my face. If I were to ever get anything done, it would more than likely be a tummy tuck. But that would be after I have kids, which ain't happening no time soon. All right. That's how I feel about BBLs and plastic surgery. If you want it, get it. It's your prerogative. Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? Why not compare myself to other girls? Don't. Other girls, it's hard. It's hard. It's definitely not easy. And the reason I say that it's not easy and it's hard is because we live in a society where like social media is like, it's very big. And you might see a girl who has a better body than yours, and you're like, oh, well, I want this, I want her lifestyle. Let me tell y'all something. Social media is a facade. Social media is 100% a facade. 100%. These people are not living how you think that they might be living. Sure, they might have a nice house, but do they have people who love them genuinely in those houses? They might have nice clothes, but what did they have to do to purchase those clothes? Do you know how many women sell themselves just to simply be social media influencers? That's not the case for a lot of people, but it's the case for some people. As far as people in your daily life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's journey is different, and it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get there, but what matters is that you get there. And you just have to tell yourself, it's just not my time. It's just not my time to get that new Challenger. It's just not my time to get this new mansion I've been looking at on Zillow. You just got to understand that God's timing and timing in general matters per person. It probably was their time for that. Probably was their season for that. But a lot of people who get things, like things happen to them all the time. Influencers get their houses broken into. Celebrities get their houses broken into. So, you know, with power or with money comes even greater responsibility. Y'all never forget that quote SpongeBob said, with power comes great responsibility. So don't compare yourself, because you are unique, and there are things that you might have that another woman may not have. So just keeping in mind that you are unique. Keep in mind you are unique. Your timing is different from everyone else's timing, and we live in a matrix, so social media is definitely a facade. Keep that in mind. Another question. Man, look, why the hell did I write all these goddamn questions down? I'm so motherfucking sick of these goddamn questions. The hell? How do I get over him? Leave. Get a new nigga. I'm just playing. Don't do that. How to get over him? Don't text him. 100%. Don't text him. If you text him, you're not ready. But when you are ready, come back. How do you get over him? Just don't entertain him. Eventually, you'll forget, and not forget about the person, but you'll forget about the memories that you're holding on to. Because usually when we're in that state, we're like, oh, I don't know how I get over certain memories or anything like that. You will. Entertain yourself elsewhere, and not with other people, with yourself. Improving your relationship with yourself, reading, journaling, and interacting with people who are going through the same thing, and motivating each other to not go back to that person that's hurting you. Because obviously, if you want to get over somebody, they're hurting you in some way. And think about it: if they hurted you or they've hurt you, they don't love you. They don't. A person who loves you is not going to continue to make you cry, make you sad, put you in defense mode, or anything like that. That's not a person who loves you. That's not a loving partner. That is a hurting partner. Keep that in mind. Excuse me. So how do you get over them? Do that. Do those things. And if that don't work, come back and talk to me.